Alright, so I just finished that valve adjustment. Now I need to button everything back up. So I got my center cap here. The O-ring still there. It didn't move from when I took it off. So everything's clean. Spin this on by hand first, as much as you can. This is a 10mm. This cover. So remember, this is a timing mark. That's the crank to spin the crank. This is the timing mark. Spin that by hand. I think this is a 6mm, I believe. A 10 and a 6. And these ones don't require much torque at all. I mean, the whole thing is, the cover is aluminum, so it doesn't, So I'm just holding it down like, like this. And that's, so I'm not holding it at the end because I don't want to put any much torque on this thing. It has that little O-ring in there to hold it, to seal it. But this thing is aluminum. The thread's aluminum, both the female and male's aluminum, so you don't want to put a bunch of torque on it, otherwise it will strip. So that's covered up. Now we just need to button up the airbox. So let's look at that real fast. So here's the front of the airbox there. Right, that's the front of the airbox. Gotta put the cap back on first. So before you put the airbox on, look at it. Make sure it's all along here where it seals. It's nice and clean. Both sides, both the cap and the cover and here. So the cover will have it's sort of like an O-ring gasket along the cover. You really can't see it very well, but it's like an O-ring type material. So stick that back on, like so. And there's 4 screws on this side and 4 screws on the other side. These screws are here. So you guys saw me taking off the airbox on one picture, and I'm gonna do it on the other one. But actually, the other one I actually had a faster, because I was using a impact driver. So everything's moving from the other side. Let me put some screws on the other side real fast. Screws on this side real fast as well. Seems like this side got dirtier. I could see all the dirt, the dust on the cover on this side. The other side was actually clean. You see all this brown. That's all the dirt right there. So I'm not sure what the heck is up with that. Why one side is dirty and not the other. And when you do this, you have to kind of move your steering left or right just to make room for the screwdriver to fit. Let me screw this in real fast. I'm not gonna let the screw head bottom out. I'm just gonna get it close to bottom out, just to make it real faster. Then I'll screw it in by hand. You always want to do it by hand because everything here is plastic. If you don't, if you use the tool against the plastic, it's gonna cause the plastic to strip. So you don't want to do that. Let's see. This thing. Nope. This top one's kind of awkward because the brake line is right in the middle of the way. I had to do that by hand. I couldn't get the wrench in there. It was too cockeyed. Don't want that head to strip. The head right here to strip. So. So the brake line's in the way, so I have to do it by hand here. I'm just gonna get it just enough so that way it doesn't bottom out yet, because I want to get all 8 on first, just before it bottoms out. Before I could really tighten it down. So here, up here, I have more space, so I can actually get my gun in there. So just before the bottom's out, stop. Oops, hitting the fender here. All right, so just about bottom out, almost, not quite. Probably like a half a turn or so before it bottoms out. Go in there with hand tighten, so I can feel exactly how much torque there is, so I don't strip the plastic. So I'm gonna do the center first before I do the outside, so that way it doesn't distort the airbox, the cover. I want to minimize the distortion. It's kind of like putting when you put the valve, the head on an engine or a valve cover or something like that. You always want to do it from the center and work your way out, so that way it doesn't warp or distort the cover or the head. So same thing with this airbox cover, because it's a relatively large surface. So this is still out pretty far. Get it just before touching. I can go in there and tighten it by hand. Okay. And now for the cover, there's little hooks. Let's see. See, like so, your little hooks here. So one side has two, or actually they all have three. So there should be three hooks. So make sure that it hooks into those spots, otherwise it won't quite fit right. It'll have like kind of like a loose goosey kind of fit. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see anything, but try this. Let's see, where's those covers? Where's those hooks at? There's one right here. There's one. That's the top one. Oh, there's one out here on the side. There's one, two, and there's one on the bottom somewhere. Over here, I'm not sure where exactly it is. Oh, it's right here. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'll push my cover all the way in. Hopefully it just, whoa, shit. Oh, it's not in gear. That's why it slid back when I was pushing it back. So stick my foot there. It's kind of hard to reach. Or I should say it's hard to feel, not reach, but feel. Okay, I think I got it right. So let's see. Let me move this from the top, nothing wiggles. Move from the bottom, nothing wiggles. Move from the side, nothing wiggles. Okay, so I got it. That was cool. Got it on the first shot. So on the bottom, there's on the bottom here, there's one more screw. There's a short one. Button that up. That screw has a, I think I just lost the place. That screw has a, there's actually a nut clip, I think Honda calls it, or clip nut, something like that. Let's do that the other side. More clearance. More clearance for you guys to see. So there's this thing right here. So that's the nut clip. So the screw, cover screws into that. So same thing with the other side, right? There's three hooks. Right? See what the hooks are. Let's see. There's one right here. 1, 2, and 3. So just line everything up, push it inwards. Right. Oh, that's right. So let's see. Everything feels alright. It feels flush. The cover in the front looks flush. Oh, there we go. Now it's all the way in, I think. Nope, this bottom one wasn't clipped in. Same thing, bottom one's still not clipped in. So I'm having a hard time with the bottom one. Let's see. All the way in, so the top's all the way in. Hope the bottom's all the way in. This is the side that I had a hard time taking off. Looks like I'm having a hard time putting it on as well. Let's see. Okay, bottom's in. So I'm pulling from the bottom, and there's no movement out. So I'm gonna pull from the top, no movement out. I'm gonna pull from the back, no movement out. So all three is in. Cool. So I'm looking at the front. Oh, the front looks nice and flush with everything like it's supposed to. So I'm good there. And I can put that screw on, right? With a nut tip from the bottom. Screws on. That's it. So covers all back up. So when I was looking at the cover, I was looking at how flush it is here. Right, everything's all flush right here, from the bottom to the center, both sides. So that looks good. Yeah. So there you go. So that's the airbox back together. My valve adjustment just done. My cover here, these two covers are done. So I should be good. Now I can start it back up again. Thanks for watching.